Hello guys, welcome to our channel The Patra Ghosh Family and welcome to the segment Dare to Dream. सपना देखो, सपने को पूरा भी करो. सपना देखो और सपने को हकीकत भी बनाओ. I am Jaya and please welcome our guest who is a pioneer in the technology and a brilliant software engineer and a mother of two. She has not only broken the barriers but all while balancing the joys and challenges of motherhood. Let's dive into our inspiring journey.
Welcome Jigna to our show, and how are you doing today?
Thank you so much for the warm welcome and this lovely introduction. I was humbled by it and I'm excited to be here. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak to you today.
Jigna, can you tell our viewers about yourself, your background?
Sure. I am a computer science engineer, studied from Nagpur University in India. And after my graduation, I started working with Infosys Technologies in Hyderabad. I worked there for around 2 years. Then I joined my dad in his family business. I supported him as an engineer, and then I got married and came to the US. So coming to the US was not a dream for me, but yeah, I love my adopted country. And after coming to the US, I found out that because I came as a dependent spouse on a dependent visa, I do not have the work permit to work in the US. So I had to take a sabbatical and then I had to take some few years off.
And currently you're working as a software engineer in Visa.
Right.
Wow, incredible journey, Jigna. So you said you took a sabbatical. So, and you also said like it wasn't your choice and you had to take it. So was there any other reason for sabbatical? And if you have taken the sabbatical, how did you come back to the workforce? Was it a smooth transition or was it a bit struggle to get into workforce after such a long time, right?
Sure, yeah. It was definitely a struggle, I will say. I had to stay back from work for around 6 years. Mm-hmm. And that the main reason was because I did not have the work permit to work in the United States. Mm-hmm. Because I was on a dependent visa.
Right.
And another reason was family reasons, because I had 2 kids in the meantime. Mm-hmm. I was spending time growing up my girls, and so that was another reason I had to take the sabbatical. Once that period was off, and once I was ready to get my work permit and I was ready to get back to work, that was when another journey started of me trying to come back to work after a period of 6 years of gap. And after that, when I look up to the technology industry, I felt like I was far behind. I had a lot of catching up to do. Right. And that is when I decided that if I want to come back to work, I have to come up to speed with the technology, learn some new stuff, and then start working again.
Right, so it was a struggle, right? It was not like a cakewalk coming back to the workforce after 6 years. So during this period, you must have taken some coursework or some training, right, to get yourself speed up with the technology aspect, right? So what kind of coursework or training you have taken, if you can share it with our viewers?
Sure. So like I said, I had like 6 years of gap, right? तो इन 6 सालों में बहुत कुछ था जो मैं पीछे पड़ गई थी, तो मुझे लग रहा था कि मुझे बहुत कुछ नहीं आता है. और बैक इन इंडिया मैं मैनुअल टेस्टिंग करती थी, तो जैसे ही यहाँ पे मैंने देखा कि मुझे फिर से काम शुरू करना है, तो मैंने देखा कि मुझे ऑटोमेशन टेस्टिंग सीखना चाहिए. तो कमिंग फ्रॉम अ QA बैकग्राउंड, आई टुक कोर्सेज लाइक आई स्टार्टेड लर्निंग जावा सो दैट आई कैन राइट कोड. I took automation testing courses like Selenium using Cucumber in Java. And that helped me start preparing for the interviews. तो वो एटलीस्ट मेरा बेसिक शुरू हो गया कि मेरे पास कुछ है जिससे कि मैं इंटरव्यू की तैयारी कर सकती हूँ और दोबारा से शुरू कर सकती हूँ.
वाह, बहुत अच्छा इन्फॉर्मेशन है जिग्ना. बट आई ऑल्सो वांट टू नो हाउ डिड यू अप्लाई फॉर द फर्स्ट जॉब एंड व्हाट वाज योर प्रिपरेशन टू गेट इनटू अ फर्स्ट जॉब. इवन इफ यू आर टेकिंग सम कोर्स वर्क, राइट, फिर भी एक होता है कि आप कहीं पे जाके यू से लाइक यू आर रेडी एंड गेटिंग इनटू द फर्स्ट जॉब. सो हाउ वाज द एक्सपीरियंस?
श्योर. तो जैसे मैंने बताया कि मैं ऑटोमेशन टेस्टिंग सीख रही थी, तो ऑटोमेशन टेस्टिंग में आपको कोडिंग प्रैक्टिस लगती है, तो वो कोडिंग प्रैक्टिस के लिए मुझे टाइम चाहिए था. एंड एट द सेम टाइम मुझे अपना रिज्यूमे मार्केटिंग शुरू करनी थी. तो मैंने क्या किया कि यूजिंग इंडीड एंड लिंक्डइन और बहुत सारी ऐसी वेबसाइट्स पे जहाँ पे टेस्टिंग पोजीशन वैकेंसी,
इवन कंपनी वेबसाइट्स,
हाँ कंपनी वेबसाइट्स भी मैं अप्लाई करना शुरू कर दिया मैंने। तो काफी सारी कंपनीज को अप्लाई किया, बट मुझे कहीं से भी कॉल नहीं आ रहा था, कहीं से भी इंटरव्यू कॉल नहीं आ रहा था। तो मैं घबरा रही थी कि हाउ शुड आई बैग ए इंटरव्यू, एटलीस्ट मुझे कोई एक चांस दे तो मुझे पता चले कि मैं कैसा इंटरव्यू दे रही हूँ। और right at that time I felt that I need some professional help to market my resume, and that is when I collaborated with a consultancy called Z Labs Technologies. They were local to Austin, Texas, and they started marketing my resume. And once they started marketing, it was just a matter of time that I started getting interview calls. And right after one after the another, I started giving interviews, and at the same time I was practicing my coding, which helped me have more confidence during my interviews. So
awesome. So मतलब professional help ही चाहिए. It's not just you are getting ready, you are getting prepared for your interview. At the same time, we need professional help to market our resume, because there is a gap sometime. Right. So marketing भी is very important.
So because I would not say हमेशा प्रोफेशनल हेल्प चाहिए, बट देन अगर कोई पॉइंट आ रहा है कि आपको लग रहा है कि मैं अप्लाई कर रही हूँ या कर रहा हूँ, मुझे नहीं आ रहा है, तो फिर वेट मत करो, क्योंकि टाइम बहुत जल्दी जाता है और वैकेंसीज जब होती है, जब अपॉर्चुनिटीज होती है तब लेनी,
you should not miss it. Yeah. So you are currently working as a software engineer QA, right? So what is this hierarchy of like moving forward in QA role, and how you can navigate your career here?
Sure. So the basic hierarchy is same as like it would be for a software engineer, being like a junior software engineer, then software engineer, then senior, then staff software engineer. That would be the basic. But there are different types of testing that you can do. Some people like to be UI testers. Some people like to do automation testing for UI. Some people like to go in back-end testing. Some people like to do performance testing, that is performance testers. So there are different expertise that you can gain and then start growing in there.
Yeah. So you already had a background, like technical background, that you have done your BTech, you have worked back in India, right? And then you had some technical background, right? But there are people over here who doesn't have any technical background. They did not do any technology related coursework, or maybe not have done any work on this technology segment. So how do you, what is your suggestion for them? How can they join the workforce by doing something, right? Can you tell us to our viewers?
US is a land of opportunities, so there are lots and lots of opportunities if you are keen and you are curious, I would say. So absolutely, yeah, there are a lot of options for even men, women who don't have technical background. What I would say is they could opt for going to college here, take admission into a community college, and just focus on the technology related topics. Take those as your majors and pass out from the college, and then you can land into a job. Other options are like you could also take a few trainings like I did. Just take product related training, or just take product management related training, or you could go to a business analyst training. These types of trainings are not necessarily technical, fully technical, and yet you can still go into the technical field using those types of trainings.
Nice. It's a very good information, Jigna. So you are a mother of two, right, and a full-time employee as well. So how do you like juggle your work life and your personal life? Is it a smooth, or is it like every day new things? How is it going?
Every day is a fight, I will say. It is a lot of times you get frustrated because in the US you don't have any household help. There have been times that my children have fallen sick, and during the day I'm taking care of them, taking them to the hospital, doing their stuff, and in the night I'm trying to finish my pending work. So balancing that is coming one day at a time, I will say.
Right.
And planning is the key. Absolutely, try to plan your week ahead and see what is your priority. If this week you need to focus on work, cut short on other things, like cut short on cooking, cut short on just do the basic stuff for children. And if something important is coming up for children, try to focus there, and then cut short a little bit, balance it out at your work and home.
Right.
So I would say, figuring out your priorities and balancing it accordingly is helpful.
Right, Jigna, ये बहुत important है as a working mother that you prioritize things, you plan things beforehand, and then you can also focus on your family and work. So good points, Jigna. So what is your message to our young professional who is looking up to you probably as an inspiration, and what is your message to them to come to a STEM like science, technology, engineering and mathematics? They can take that coursework and join the workforce later.
Why not? Yeah, I as a little girl, I always used to have interest in math, and computers was my interest, so I was always keen onto that. And my teacher used to say that have confidence in your heart and let that be your guide, and strive harder for your dreams, they will never be denied. So I will just say, just start with something and keep doing it, keep progressing, and you will definitely land onto a good technology company. Not just job, but you could do anything of your choice, but don't shy away from STEM or don't shy away from math or engineering, because it is helpful.
These are important, right? Because I feel that all the young women out there must be financially independent, and this kind of like the STEM like coursework will open up many opportunities to them, right?
Definitely.
So ये तो absolutely needed है in this time. So
और
don't shy
इंजीनियरिंग
away.
बैकग्राउंड में जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको डेवलपर की तरह कोडिंग ही करना है.
Right.
आप बहुत कुछ कर सकते हो
हो.
और अपने आप को इंडिपेंडेंट बना सकते हो.
Yeah.
As we wrap up this enlightening conversation with our incredible guest, Jigna, I am truly inspired by her journey as a pioneering engineer and a dedicated mother of two. Her story is an inspiration of all young women out there. Thank you, Jigna, for sharing your story. And if you have any question about anything in the US, please go to the comment box and comment on the comment section. And we are there to help you. We are releasing our next episode soon, so stay tuned, and until then, dare to dream.